Hey Mom, I know it sounds bad, but can you not come to my wedding? I'll be fine with just Dad being there that day.
What?
The venue's kinda cramped, and with your wheelchair it might be a bit hard to fit others. I invited a few guests, so the venue will have a bunch of tables and seats filling out the space. Likely can't make a path for your wheelchair to pass through.
If that's the issue, then don't worry about it. I have a compact wheelchair that I can use. And if that's still too much, then I can have your father help carry me around.
There's no need for all that, just don't come to the wedding.
How could you? I'm your mother, Adam. All I want to see you is getting married.
You know what? I'll just be honest with you. My fiancée doesn't want you to come to the wedding.
What? Holly said that?
Truth is, she really isn't all that fond of you. She told me that if it's possible, she doesn't want you to be at the wedding.
I had a feeling she was like that. She wouldn't even look at me to talk, and when she does talk to me, she's always pretty rude. But what did I do for her to dislike me that much? What terrible thing have I done for her to not want me at your wedding?
It's 'cause you're in a wheelchair, Mom. She really isn't fond of disabled people. You know how you got into an accident that paralyzed your legs all those years ago? Holly thinks that you're gonna force her into taking care of you once you get older. She's very suspicious of your kindness towards her, that you're being nice to have her be guilty enough to take care of you.
I have never had such intentions towards anyone. I have never even once thought of having someone, especially her, to take care of me. How shallow can she be to dislike me over an unlikely scenario?
Well, anyways, don't come to the wedding, okay? This is our request. Just please, try to understand.
Sorry for texting randomly, Holly, but I just don't understand. I get that you don't like me, but could you at least allow me to attend the wedding? I really just want to see my son getting married in person. Ugh, I didn't want to talk to you directly, so I had Adam text you. Yet here you are, still texting me. Don't be that way, please. Not wanting me to attend because I'm in a wheelchair is way too unreasonable. I don't have any intentions of having you take care of me when I get older, okay? So please don't treat me like this, please. All I wanted was to get along with you. Ha! Yeah, well that's not happening. Plus, nothing about being in a wheelchair is normal. What? Also, you say that you won't have me take care of you, but I know that you're lying. As soon as the wedding is over, there is no doubt that you'll turn that sweet attitude around. I've heard the stories. I have no plans to do anything like that to you. You're all talk. I don't trust you one bit, which is why I refuse to have you over at our wedding. I'm perfectly fine with the bare minimum relationship we have now. Bare minimum? I'll show my face at your funeral, though. Other than that, I don't want to interact with you. Therefore, please don't attend my wedding. Thanks. How rude! Just so that we're clear, your son is also on board with this. If anything, he was the one who suggested not inviting you to the wedding. He claimed to be so tired of you. What did you just say? I've heard many things from him. How he had to take care of you from such a young age. Since you're in a wheelchair, he had to take care of everything at the house. There is no way that a mother like that wouldn't push all the responsibility onto the wife. He's trying to protect me from you. How sweet of him. Hang on. That has to be a lie. I've never had him take care of me. I am perfectly capable of taking care of myself, and if not, then my husband would. No chores have ever been forced onto him. Okay, so, are you trying to say that your son is lying to me? Having to take care of his mother all his life, only to be called a liar? Like I said, he has never been forced to take care of me. Anyways, Don't come to our wedding. We both don't want you to talk to us. Fine, if that's how you guys feel. Hello, Holly. It's been a while. I heard from a mutual friend that you've had a child. Is that true? Somebody at the hospital mentioned seeing you guys. Yes, just last week. A very adorable baby boy. Oh, wow. Why haven't you guys told me about this? Not knowing about my own grandson's birth and then having to find out by someone else. How do you think we feel? Why should I care about how you guys feel? I just had no reason to tell you guys about it. There's no law stating that I have to inform you guys about it. Well, yeah. Ugh, I didn't want to tell you guys anything about him. Me and Adam had agreed to hide this from you, but it can't be helped, I guess. You have my permission to send us a gift. Huh? A gift? You know, like money? For the birth of your cute grandson, you can transfer $10,000 to my account. $10,000? Oh, and just so that we're clear, I won't allow you to meet him. I don't want to see you, so... You're kidding. I can't meet him, but I can send money for him? Of course. His legs might become paralyzed just by your touch. He will never see his wheelchair-bound grandmother. Just send over the money, okay? How can you say such mean things? I mean, not inviting me to the wedding and now this? On top of that, you completely disrespect me. Even I have a limit on how much I can handle. I've been at the point for a while. It's why I've done all these things, haven't I? So, if you've reached that limit, then stop messaging me. That way, you won't deal with all my rude comments towards you. What did you say? I bet you only see our son as someone who'll take care of you as well. I'm here to stop that from happening. Me and my son will never be looking after you. That's fine. Stop texting me. If you don't have any intentions of making us take care of you, then you have no reason to contact us. As you wish. Just know that this also means you can't contact me. Huh? Just telling you that we will not be helping you at all in the future if you need us. Who in the world would need help from someone in a wheelchair? Stop saying stupid things and disappear already. Please, help! Gabby! What? Please help! Just this once. Hang on a minute. What's going on here? No contact for 10 years and now you're here asking for help? You volunteer at elementary schools, right? Talking about being in a wheelchair, right? Yes, I get asked to talk about it. I just went one last week. That school you went to last week is the one my son attends. What? You guys took a picture at the end, right? It was sent to us a few days ago. Adam, without thinking, called you Mom, and our son figured it out. Figured out? What were you trying to hide? Were you perhaps telling him that I had died? We told him exactly that. Oh my! But Adam just had to ruin it. Plus, you talked about a lot of things, didn't you? How we've cut ties with you. Yeah, I did talk about that. Somebody asked if I had any hard times, so I talked about that. I mentioned that not having family members who is understanding can be rough. Well, because of that, my son is now accusing us of being those family members. He was so interested in your speech, now he's mad at us for doing such horrible things. Oh my, what a kind son you've raised. I could cry from happiness to hear that. I'm gonna cry for a whole different reason. He won't listen to a word I say. Nothing is working, so we're gonna bring him over to your place. What? Over to our place? He won't believe a word we say, so I need you to explain to him that we're completely okay. Huh? Why not? You finally get to meet your grandchild. It's up to you guys to think about a reason why you haven't met yet. Why would I do something like that? Just because you guys are in need of help doesn't mean you can contact me. The only thing you can do is to tell him the truth. If he hates you for that, then that's your fault. I have no intentions of lying to my grandchild. Shut up! You finally get to meet your grandchild, so do as I say. We are visiting this weekend, okay?
Mom, please help. Holly got into a real bad accident. She's in the hospital right now. What do I do?
An accident?
We're heading towards your place, but a car that ran a red light crashed right into us. Me and my son weren't badly injured, but Holly is. She seems to have broken her leg and was taken straight to the emergency room.
Oh no.
I hope she's okay. She was crying so much from the pain. What do I do if she has to live the rest of her life in a wheelchair?
I don't know. You'll figure if that happens.
Aren't you being a bit cold?
Well, I'm sure it'll be fine if you're there. I mean, you were taking care of me when you were younger, right? You'll be fine.
What?
I heard it from Holly. You were complaining to her about how you had to take care of me at such a young age. Although I don't remember anything like that happening.
You got it all wrong, Ma. I just wanted to impress her.
I don't want to hear it. I've already decided that I don't want to deal with you guys anymore.
What? Come on.
My grandson is an exception, though. That boy has done nothing wrong. I'll watch him while you go to the hospital to check on Holly.
Really? That helps a lot. I couldn't leave him alone since he's in elementary still.
Tell me where he is. Your father will go pick him up.
Thanks so much. I'll send you the address right now. Just give me a minute.
What do I do, Gabby? Both my legs are broken. I have to be on a wheelchair for the next while. They told me not to expect to be able to walk for at least a few years. A few years is pretty good. I mean, I can't walk ever again due to my accident. You're lucky. This is far from lucky. Everything hurts and I can't move. I have never landed in a hospital before, but now I'm wheelchair bound. Suddenly being wheelchair bound is a very unsettling experience. I understand how you feel. I did not want to burden my children. It was such a hard time. Could you help us out for a while? I want you to help out with the house for a bit. What? I'm gonna be in a hospital for a while, but my Adam has work, and my son is just in elementary school. Could you help with the cooking and cleaning? Also, could you teach me how to live while being on a wheelchair? I kindly decline. You guys can figure it out. Uh-huh. I've said it before, but I won't be helping you guys at all, so don't bother asking. So just because you got injured from an accident doesn't mean I am gonna let go of everything and help you out. Please don't be so mean. The situation changed from back then. You surely can help out your son and his wife. You guys were the one who cut us off, so you guys can deal with the consequences. But we have a child that's still in elementary to care for. With nobody around to take care of the house, he will be most upset.
There's no need to worry, Mom. I'm gonna stay with Grandma.
What?
You okay, Mom? I only got a few scratches, so I'm okay. It hurt a little, but I didn't cry.
Sean, why are you talking through Gabby's phone?
Dad said he was busy, so he told me to stay here. So I'm here with Grandpa and Grandma's house.
Really?
Grandpa and Grandma are so nice. They told me how much they wanted to meet me, so I'm gonna stay here with them while you're in the hospital, okay? Plus, Dad can go to work without worry.
What did you say?
I also said sorry to them for all the mean things you did and said to them. You guys need to say sorry to them after you get out, too. Making fun of someone for being in a wheelchair is very rude.
What?
Grandpa and Grandma are so nice. They told me that I don't need to apologize. Grandma can do everything by herself even though she's in a wheelchair. It's so cool. She can drive, cook, and make snacks. Her food tastes better than yours too, Mom.
Sean, are you really planning on staying over with them the entire time?
It helps you guys out if I do that, right? Dad can't really cook and he's always busy with work. I did ask Grandma to come over to our house, but she told me that you guys don't allow her to. So that means that me staying with them is the only option.
This can't be happening.
So I asked if I could stay here with them to help you guys out. They told me that of course I can stay, so I'm gonna stay here until you get out of the hospital. I can't visit you at the hospital, but I'll be waiting for you here. Get better soon.
What? You're not gonna visit me?
You're too far for me to go alone, and Grandma told me that she promised not to see you, so she can't take me either. I'll just wait here until you get out, okay?
What? No!
Good luck, Mom. I'll be fine over here. It's so much fun over their house. So take your time.
After a few months, Holly finally got released from the hospital. It turns out that the injury she sustained was a lot more serious than they had first expected, resulting in her having to leave while still being wheelchair-bound. She has been going to rehab to learn how to walk again, but both her and Adam are having a tough time. It doesn't help that Sean reminds them that they shouldn't have been so mean to me, so they shouldn't judge people in wheelchairs anymore, especially after learning how difficult life can be. Thanks to that, I have been getting many apologetic messages, of course to which I have replied to none of. Liam still visits us by himself every once in a while, my adorable little grandson.
Hey Keith, I was thinking it would be best for us to get a divorce.
What, Alyssa? What's going on? You haven't been home for 2 nights and now this. What happened?
What's with that attitude? You lost your job and can't support me anymore. So I thought I'd do you the favor of staying at my parents' house to save some money for a while. And now you're acting like I'm the bad guy here? Seriously, grow up.
That again. Come on, Alyssa. You never gave me a chance to explain to you why I'm unemployed right now.
Your company went bankrupt, right? I already know all about it. That's not the problem here. The problem came after that. You were all like, my friend invited me to come work at his company. Like, for real? Well, congratulations. You used your connections to get ahead. Whoop-de-doo. Glad you're working out your privilege.
Okay, that's not fair. Just because I happen to have an in at that company doesn't mean I'm doing anything underhanded. And yeah, it all started when my last company went bankrupt, you're right. But while I was looking for a new job, my friend just so happened to be starting up his own company. He asked me to help him out, and I agreed, that's all.
How does that change the fact that you're nothing but a Nepo baby?
For crying out loud, Alyssa. This sort of thing happens all the time. I'm not a Nepo baby. Do you even know what that term means? I'll have you know that the reason my friend asked me to help him get his company going was because he knew what a skilled businessman I am. I didn't do anything wrong. That's not nepotism. That's meritocracy.
Ugh, I'm tired of this conversation. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Alyssa, wait. Talk to me. Hey, Alyssa. You stopped by the house this afternoon, didn't you?
I've been wanting to move my stuff out the house, so I thought I'd stop by on the day that I knew you had work.
You moved your stuff out? Why?
You still don't get it. Do I really need to spell it out for you?
No, I've got no idea what this means. That thing you left on the living room table, I have absolutely no idea what it is or what it's for.
Oh my god, you're so pathetic. Can't you tell by looking at it? I don't know, maybe this is the first time you've ever seen one of these in person. But it's not like you can read plain English. Ugh, what is written on the top page?
What am I supposed to be reading?
Were you always this dumb? It says, in black and white, clear as crystal, divorce agreement.
Oh.
Look, I know you were always more of a numbers guy than a books guy, but you can read, right? You're not completely illiterate, are you? Anyone with a 5th grade education should be able to read that.
So this is a divorce agreement?
Yes, that's what I've been telling you! I already signed everywhere I needed to, so hurry up and sign it, then submit it to the courthouse, got it? I don't want to have to wait one more day to marry my new boyfriend. Send me the text once you finish everything and submitted it, and do it as soon as possible.
Hi, Eugene. Sorry to bother you so early in the morning. You got a minute? Oh, hey, Keith. What's up? The company you started, it has employee housing, right?
Yeah, a couple of the guys I hired were single dudes from out of town, so I thought it would be good to help them out a bit. My dad owns a couple apartment buildings, so I'm renting one of them from him to use for employee housing. Are there any openings left?
Wait, what?
I mean, yeah, there are, but they're not really designed for couples.
Yeah, about that.
I'm not going to be in a couple for very much longer, it seems.
Huh?
Hold on, are you saying you're getting divorced?
Yep.
What the? You've barely been married for what, 2 years now? What in the world happened between you?
It's kinda hard to explain.
Is it about you losing your job after the last company went bankrupt? I guess that could cause some relationship strain.
Well, it's not really the main cause, but you could say that it was the first domino in the chain.
Did you tell her that I'm hiring you to work at my company? Maybe that would reassure her.
Yeah, I did. And it actually just made matters worse.
I'm very confused.
Don't get me wrong, I definitely don't blame you. It's not your fault at all.
She said that because you're my friend, that me getting hired into your company makes me a Nepo baby. A Nepo baby. As far as I'm concerned, you're the most qualified person for the job I can think of. That's why I hired you.
Yeah, I know that.
And I'm incredibly grateful. I'm excited about it too. This is going to be a really challenging and rewarding position for me. Okay, well, it makes me feel a lot better to hear you say that. You're going to be making a decent amount more than you were at your old job, so I don't see any reason for your wife to be anything but ecstatic. I'm sorry I had to drag you into my personal affairs. I just thought that you deserved to find out sooner rather than later. I don't know what her problem is with getting hired through connections, but she was really ticked off when I told her. And that bizarre prejudice of hers is the sole reason our relationship has turned to complete chaos these last few days. Sorry to hear about that, man. But come to find out, there's actually a much bigger issue at play.
Yeah? What is it?
Well, yesterday, I found out that my wife actually has a totally unrelated reason for being so ridiculous about getting hired into your company.
Go on.
She's seeing another guy.
What?
Seriously? I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm betting she thought if she divorced me while I'm unemployed, she could get a better share of the assets during our divorce proceedings. However, you inviting me over to your company threw a wrench into her plans, since it meant that I'd be getting a new and better job a lot sooner than she had planned on. So she's just doing the whole "you're a Nepo baby" act to buy time. If she can either delay me joining your company or get the plan nixed altogether, all the better for her, right?
Ah, yeah. That would make sense.
I suppose the next step for you is to get a lawyer and talk about the divorce with him. Or maybe you should look into your wife's boyfriend. You could hire a private detective to look into him so you can really sock it to your wife in court. Actually, I can skip that step. I've already figured out who her boyfriend is. His name, where he lives, everything.
Wow, really?
That was fast. I bet that most guys in a position like mine would be pretty depressed about the situation, blame themselves, and just in general have a pretty negative outlook on life. But honestly, noticing the critical clue that Alyssa left for me has actually made this pretty interesting for me. She was careless in a rush to divorce me, and now it's my turn to get back at her. Of course, I'll still get a private detective so I can get some hard evidence to use in court. Well, I'm not really sure I understand the situation, but I'm glad you're having fun, I guess. Anyway, for the time being, I should go ahead and get a room for you ready in the company apartment, right? Yeah, I'd really appreciate you taking care of that for me. Gotcha. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. If I need anything, you'll be the first person I'll call.
Keith, what is going on? What is this? I got this massive stack of papers from you in the mail today. And it says that you're suing me? Oh, you better explain yourself. And if anything, I should be the one suing you.
Ah, I'm glad to hear the papers arrived already. Thanks for letting me know you got them. They should have been laid out clearly in the documents. Didn't you read them? I'm suing you for your infidelity.
What? Excuse me? Infidelity? I was never unfaithful to you. You had better have some solid evidence to back up such an outrageous claim.
Oh, want evidence?
Uh-huh, yeah, I knew it. You don't have nothing to prove that I did anything.
That's not it. I just thought it would be obvious from the massive stack of documents I sent you that I have more than enough evidence to convince a jury that you cheated on me.
Well then, show me the evidence! Either put up or shut up!
Okay, fine. Scroll up.
Scroll up? What do you mean?
I guess you really didn't realise it, huh? Like I said, scroll up in this chat window to the day you moved all your stuff out the house and read your messages again. Oh, what? You were the one who told me about your boyfriend.
Hold on a second. Oh, okay, so this is obviously one big, huge misunderstanding. That was a mistake. I misspoke, that's all. I was just so tired that day that I got confused. I don't actually have a boyfriend. Man, you really missed it big time, huh? I mean, you didn't even think to ask me first? I could have explained all that to you and saved you all of this trouble. I mean, you really are so dense. But don't worry, I still plan on divorcing you, so go ahead and turn that divorce agreement into the courthouse as soon as possible, okay? Oh, and try not to get lost along the way.
Yeah. About that divorce agreement. You actually left your application for a marriage certificate by mistake.
What?
Yeah. And you filled it out completely too. Your name is on the wife line. And on the husband line is none other than your boyfriend's name. How is Mike these days?
Wait, no, that can't be! That marriage certificate is in the folder I have in my desk drawer, and I distinctly remember putting it in there.
If you're so confident, why don't you go ahead and check to see if it's in the folder right now?
It's not there! That's impossible though! When Mike gave that to me, I thought that I should be really careful not to lose it, so I put it in that folder right away. And the folder I left at our house was the one with the divorce agreement in it.
Yeah, I had a feeling you switched the folders by accident. But seriously, this all happened 2 weeks ago, and you still hadn't noticed? Ah, I see. So you were so afraid about losing it that you missed your chance to notice it was gone before it was too late. Mike's the guy that was hitting on you about a year ago, wasn't he? You still seeing him?
No, give me back the marriage certificate application!
How about this? I'll trade you the marriage thing for your divorce agreement. But before that, we need to settle the matter of your infidelity in court. Or you could talk to my lawyer, and we can settle.
I don't have any money!
Oh, you don't need to worry about that. Your parents said they'd cover the bill for you. Isn't that nice of them? They're a great couple of people.
What?
Of course you're going to have to pay them back for it. They were very explicit about it not just being a gift, so I hope you're prepared for that.
You told my parents about everything?
I was just looking out for my own interests. Couldn't have you running away from paying me what you owe me, could I?
I'm gonna have to talk to Mike about this.
I wouldn't waste your time trying to contact him. I doubt he'll be very responsive to you.
What? Why?
I'm suing him too. I already sent him his package the other day.
Oh, wait. How do you even have his address?
Isn't it obvious?
was written on your marriage certificate application.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Coincidentally, Mike's parents are going to be paying his settlement to me just like yours are for you. They've taken on his phone and sent him to his uncle's company to work off the debt. I asked them what business his uncle was in, and they said, "You're better off not knowing." They did say they were sure he'd be whipped into shape in no time, whether he likes it or not, so good news, I guess.
Oh no, I really screwed up.
Oh, you can say that again. But from now on, all of our communications will take place through my lawyer. You can give the divorce agreement you mixed up with your marriage certificate application to him. We'll talk more about the terms of our divorce after my lawsuit against you for infidelity is taken care of.
Well, you know, after thinking it over, maybe we can work things out between us, you know?
Not happening. Goodbye.
Wait, hold on, Keith, wait! I changed my mind! I don't want to get a divorce anymore! Keith, please!
Alyssa had been desperate to leave me and marry Mike for quite some time. It seemed like she thought that divorcing me while I was unemployed would allow her to get away scot-free. But after she blew up her own plan with one of the biggest switch-ups I've ever seen, combined with learning that she would never be able to see her dear Mike ever again, she hit rock bottom. She tried confronting me at the house that we used to live in together, but unfortunately for her, I'd already moved out. I'd already moved into the employee housing for Eugene's company by that time. Knowing she would never get a chance to speak to me again either, she fell even further into a depression. She snapped out of that pretty quickly. Her parents came along to collect on her debt. She's now stuck doing office work at a nearby company during the day and doing janitorial work at the same company during the night. According to her parents, as soon as she pays off every last cent that she owes them, they're kicking her out of the house and cutting her out of their lives. They've already got a lawyer working on writing her out of their will.